Hey, what's going on, guys? Rob here, and I have a 2025 Hot Wheels, and this is the DraftNator, obviously an X Racer, but it's also a Kroger store exclusive. Um, they do twice a year. Kroger puts out their store exclusives. There's usually four of them, and they come in the mail-away shippers. Sometimes the shippers are big, huge, like the last one, like the last fall, that shipper was huge. It was literally four-sided, packed with cars. It was amazing. Um, Last April, it was a little smaller, and then this one, just now, it was even smaller yet. It was only one-sided. It had like a couple of cubbies and some slots, like some shelves. But most of these store exclusives, they put them all up on the pegs. They had like a ton of them. And when I went back, because this one right here, I didn't know it was a store exclusive. I just passed it up until I saw a picture in the Facebook group, and I'm like, oh, damn, I'm going to go back and see if they got them. And yeah, they had actually quite a few of them. But I think a lot of guys they don't know about store exclusives or Kroger exclusives, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so basically, what makes an exclusive is just the color. I think the regular color, I think is is it orange or green? Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so X Racers, 2 out of 10, 14 out of 250. It's C case. All of the Kroger exclusives were in C case. Well, they were in C case when it was time to put these out. You weren't going to find these, like a month or two ago. But this one, now my video about the salt shaker, I said that was my favorite X Racer so far. This one's not too bad. It's not just the fact that it's an exclusive. It does have a cool body style, like one of those, looks like one of those NASCAR trucks, kind of, sort of. Does have a nice looking cockpit, I'll say that much. But it's all clear, see-through. And I do love me some translucent, especially not so much cars, depends what they look like. But when I used to collect action figures, back in the 90s up to maybe 7, 8 years ago, I would go bonkers for see-through figures, translucent figures, glow-in-the-dark figures. I was crazy about that stuff. So I can appreciate the see-through factor. That is pretty cool. So yeah, you got X Racers here, some standard wheels, different little graphics and stuff. Made in 25. I can't make out the rest. So yeah, there's 4 Kroger exclusive. I picked up just 3. I didn't really care for the other one. So that's DraftNator. The other one is the Morgan Super 3, which was new for 2025 this year. I did a video on the blue one. It's kind of like the color of this blue. And then they have another one that instead of the gold, it's red. And then where it says 3 is like a teal. But obviously, this one, metallic gold, excuse me, is the Kroger exclusive. 1 out of 5, factory fresh, new, 15 out of 250. Get that other one out of the way. And because it's new, you got the right up there. Yeah, so I have the teal one, and I picked this one up because I thought it was a different color when I saw a picture of the Kroger exclusive. I'm like, well, this has to be it, because there wasn't many of these there. I'm like, metallic gold, this has to be a Kroger one. And I looked at it on my phone. I'm like, oh my God, I thought it was the red one, or like a red color. But yeah, it's exactly the same as the teal one. It's just an exclusive color. Get that little tiny wheel on the back. So yeah, that's the other one. And this is the other one. 21 Ford Bronco. Trucks 1 out of 10, 20 out of 250. Let's see again. Now this truck here, they have a yellow one, and then they have a color similar to this, but it has yellow wheels. Obviously, this one, it's the exclusive colors. I almost bought the yellow one, and I almost bought this in a, yeah, I did have it in the 56th anniversary cars. I ended up, yeah, I gave that to a friend of mine. You see here, number 2, Bronco. You got the spare tire back there. It's a nice metallic color, though. I do like the yellow one. I'm contemplating picking that one up. So, yeah. So this is one of them. This is the other. And this is, you could say, the third one, I guess. Now, the fourth one is that Liberty Walk Nissan Skyline in the tuned version. It's like a metallic gray. That's the fourth Kroger exclusive. I already have like a few of those Liberty Walk tuned cars. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. That's why I just got these 3. So yeah, guys, this is your minus the tuned Skyline. These are your first round of Kroger store exclusives. The DraftNator, which is pretty cool. I do like that. The 21 Ford Bronco, and the Morgan Super 3, which is new for this year. And I say first round because, again, in, I think like September, October, Kroger will have another round, another 4 for their store exclusives. All right, guys. Thanks.